Okay, I definitely had to do a reading on CERN because I don't know about you, but when it shut down, some stuff started happening. I feel totally different. And yeah, I wanted to see if I was just imagining this because people were talking about it. But no, the answer is no, we're not imagining it. And I definitely had some weird head pressure, some weird deja vus, some past life soul integration all come. It was so weird. And I got to tell you, the days feel different. Time feels different. It feels normal. A day feels like a day. Anyway, curious if you noticed anything. Anyway, so what is CERN? Well, CERN is the group, and let me just, I had to look all this stuff up. It's the European Council of Nuclear Research. And, I looked at the numbers of CERN, yeah, the numerology of the word CERN. And look, the cosmos is like, somebody asked me in the comments, is CERN good or bad? Well, I won't say if it's good or bad, but what I got was from the cosmic perspective, it is not in alignment with the cosmos. The attempts to find God, and it's kind of the what we're doing with this hadron collider is finding the God particle. First of all, I don't think God's in a particle. I mean, God is everywhere, or the source is in everything, but you can't. This is like, it totally represents our own spiritual journey, this seeking God, seeking energy in objects, in outside of ourselves. And you'll never, some of the things that came to me, never find something that doesn't exist, right? Excuse me. When you have a full awakening, you realize, oh, absolute, or I can't even call it source, is the nothingness, the emptiness. So how can you, if you want to call that God, um, well, how can you find that? The mind can't find it, right? It's outside, it's beyond any object and outside of the mind. And so the universe was saying this is the epitome of the human ego, trying to find God and messing with reality and all that sort of stuff. So is it good or bad? I'm just saying the cosmos is not too thrilled that we're using it. Anyway, so going back to the numerology, and the numbers are perfect. And the numbers are 7, 5, and 20. And of course, this is out of alignment. So we're going to speak to this from the negative side. And the 7 is, seeking energy, seeking God, but absolutely it's all mental. There is no heart. Trying to find God without your heart, without heart energy, because God consciousness. So now we're stepping down a level from the emptiness. God consciousness is not a thinking consciousness. So you can't, it's a feeling consciousness. So trying to find God through the mind and through science is never going to work until you add the heart. Okay. So that's what they're trying to do. And the 5 indicates they're trying to open, the 5 is the window to God's creation, opening the door to God, the creative energy, right? That's what they're trying to do. And the 20 represents trying to create new things. And in Hebrew, it's the resurrection energy. Dun dun dun. Yeah, we'll get into that. So I would say that the intentions of the group CERN with the Hadron Collider are not in our best interest. So, not good. Anyway, I need to drink water. This is like my 4th attempt to make this video, and I'm trying to go super fast. Okay, so when I did my check-in, just just so you can get a visual, I probably don't need to tell you all this, but it's really dark and nasty. So immediately I heard devil worship. And then I saw this black tar plasma goo energy. And then suddenly I was like whooshed into, like, showing what they're doing inside the nucleus of a cell and looking out, and their fire ripping apart a cell membrane and trying to expose the light of God, which is not the white light, that clear clear non-light light. Okay. But anyway, it's showing that this is what they're trying to do. They're tearing apart the fabric of reality to find God, and you're not going to find it. Anyway, so when I used my senses, sorry to be so graphic, but smell, I immediately saw and knew that it was a pile of human feces. So once again, representing just the epitome of the human ego, so out of alignment. The taste was burning tar. The sight, I saw an insect using scissors cutting the fabric of reality. And when I used to like touch the intention of or this word, I got an electrical shock, like oh, like that, and it was draining me of my life force, and that was telling me that while this thing is on, it was draining us. Not good for reality, not good for life force energy, right? And then what I heard was screeching metal. So all of these things tell me, at least in what I've got, Cern and their intentions, not good. Okay, so let me go back. And I wanted to ask a couple of questions like, when Cern was on, did it really distort how we perceive time? Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it did. What else did it do? Did they open portals? Yes. Did those portals bring in lower astral beings? Ding, ding, ding. Now, I wanted to know, did it affect our human consciousness? And I got a warm yes, like, oh, you're on the right track. Keep asking, dig deeper. And what I got was, did it affect our ability to connect with our inner truth? Yes. Okay. And then I went a step further. Did it interfere with our inner truth guidance, like being able to suss out like yes or no, should I do this, should I do that? Ding, ding, ding. So there are many factors that go into us, being able to follow our inner truth, to know what is a yes and a no, and that, but so but this hadron collider being on absolutely interfered with that. So um if you've had trouble with that, this might be part of the reason why. Excuse me. And then I was wondering, okay, was it just like mass hysteria that we're all saying, oh, now that it's off, I can feel things? And that was a no. That I did get many sensitive souls um, can feel the energetic difference. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so there we go. Now, why now? I need some more water. Why are they shutting the Hadron Collider down now? What I got previously and what I got again as the yes is that they have stabilized the next 4 years into their already manipulated, manufactured negative timeline for this negative, how did I phrase it? This negative path for humanity. I got a yes on that. And that for the next 4 years, they have stabilized a particular timeline that is obviously not organic, but it suits their agenda. So 4 years till 2030, they have stabilized. So predictions now will be easier for people because it's a more stabilized environment. Um, and I asked just to ask, yes, is taking humanity down a negative path? Yes. Is it created by the controllers and the archonic? Well, I got a yes, but dig some more. And I go, oh, did we have a role in creating this negative timeline? And I got yes, ding, ding, ding. And that is because due to the manipulation that has occurred on this planet, the absolute fear and separation and angry energy, everything that they've done, the whole environment, that we too, just by our own behaviors and consciousness and thoughts, have added to this timeline. So it's almost like they used us to create these stabilize the negative timelines, if that makes sense. Okay. What are their agendas for the next 4 years? Is it destructive? And I got cl be more clear. And I go, okay, is it a dehumanizing agenda? Yes. Is it depopulation? Yes. Is it transhumanism? Yes. And then more specifically, is it to create a more docile slave race? Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Now, that's the bad news. But also, I don't know if you're familiar with the rays of creation, but the fourth ray has not been hasn't been active through our sun and on planet Earth for at least hundreds, if not thousands of years during the golden age. And it has recently started becoming active. I don't know if it was 2025 or 26, but definitely now it is active. And it is the fourth ray, which also coincides with stage 4 of freeing of humanity. That stage 4 starts at 2030 when the timelines end, when they destabilize, when that 4-year timeline destabilizes. Anyway, the fourth ray is what is ushering in the template for Christ consciousness, the Christ Buddhic templates and frequencies for the new earth. Okay, so it's the fourth ray, it's creating harmony through conflict. And that has already started. And what I got was those people who have already awakened consciousness, awakened to who are in unity, close to unity, or no self, their job, which is what I've been talking about, it's about how deeply now can we embody the higher mental, Buddhic, and higher emotional or feeling energies, consciousness, Christ, into form. That is going to be our job from now on, is the embodiment. How deeply can I take my awareness into the nucleus of ourselves? And what I got is, here they are. They've created, I'm going off topic here. They've created the Hadron Collider, and they're trying to like find God and create realities by smashing the nucleus, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know the right terms. When actually, human awareness, like this would be the height of human potential by embodying the higher Buddhic and Christ conscious frequencies into the body, and as deep as you can go into the nucleus and beyond, that you could literally have God creative forces and create realities because you're so deeply embodied that now you can manipulate. God, that's a terrible word. Create at a subatomic level, right? So you can open portals, you can create. Can you imagine? Anyway, those of you who are already have awakened consciousness, this is your job, because while the next 4 years, these negative timelines, underneath that, we have to tap into the fourth ray embodiment, and we are holding the Christ conscious frequencies, ding, ding, ding. That's what I got. And also the template, ding, 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 for the new earth, whatever, new earth template, whatever. Okay. So we have to be focusing on that. Okay. And so when the timelines end around 2030, that's going to come online quickly. And I just get a weird feeling that they may not even be able to restart the Hadron Collider in 2030. But anyway, they all know this. What else? Stage 4, blah, 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 fourth ray. Yeah, now working, fourth ray is already happening. And yeah, and during the next 4 years, I did ask, are they like planning? What can you show me some of the things that they're planning? And basically, I got they're not planning much because it's already in the timeline. Earth is already trying, like they've already messed with Earth, the weather, frequencies, 6G, 5G, everything is a mess. So everything's like we're going to create the negative timelines. So yeah, I did get in a previous reading that I forgot to tell you guys. There is going to be some kind of planned disclosure or false flag disclosure thing, and it's going to backfire. Like they're meant to do it to put fear in us or to shut something down, but somehow it backfires and it actually awakens more people and it's actually a good thing. So they are planning something like that. But what I did get, I think coming in the near future is I did see an oil rig and an oil crisis. Yes, I don't get a full energy crisis just yet. Definitely an oil crisis. And then the next vision that I got was I saw the apes, the evolution of man. And apparently, it's kind of be going to be an accidental disclosure. Like there's going to be a discovery from the scientific community that comes out about our DNA. And I think it's already coming out about, maybe having alien origins or whatever. Anyway, that comes out and it wakes a lot of people up. It helps humanity awaken. Ding, ding, ding. And it's like the controllers did it like accidentally came out, and so they have to allow it. Um, I get obviously volcanoes are going to erupt, and I did get New Zealand, ding, ding, ding. Italy, yes. South America, yes. Maybe Japan, more than one. I did see a craft coming from the ocean. Ding, ding, ding. That's my hot yes to let you know. Forest fires. Now, of course, forest. I did specifically in Montana and Wyoming. I don't know when, and I couldn't. I asked for a when, and I couldn't get one because, anyway, I did get that. We're going to have an illness. And I know I said in a previous reading that there would be like a fungal airborne thing that happens, but this wasn't it. It is also another airborne thing. It only happens in one state, which is not really relevant for this global whatever, but it is a toxic chemical, man-made, accidental release. Um, but anyway, these are the kinds of things, and I could have looked further. I could have kept asking, but it's a little tiring. But you can get the idea that the next 4 years are going to be all of these man-made, environmental, weather. You already know all this stuff that's going to happen. And I did get something with an injection. I couldn't get quite clarity, but anyway, you know all this stuff that they're going to try to do or that's coming. Just be aware. I don't even know what else to say, but yeah, we have to really, really, really kind of get out of our heads and our thinking and get into the feeling. And in the past, I have done these uh, using the Gene Keys Siddhic frequencies, embodying the Siddhic frequencies. And I think I need to bring those back because those of you who have awakened consciousness, even if you don't, work with these Siddhic frequencies, bring them into your body and just sit with them and feel them. Feel them and ground them into the earth's frequency, because we've got to start building that template. We have to be the holders of the Christ frequency, the new earth frequency. Anyway, so there you go. Cern, good or bad? Well, it's not Cosmos approved. There you go.